Alright, so this is 1989 Chevrolet S10 lower ball joint removal. Now last time I did this, I followed the book. But the book said I had to remove the lower control arm, which that's this piece right here. And I had to mess around with this spring. Wrong on both cases. You do not have to take that off. You don't have to take that off. You don't have to take your shock off. But what I did remove was the brake caliper. And at first I thought, well, I didn't need to do that, but it provided me the room I needed to swing down with my hammer right here, bam, and get this piece right here out. That was the bottom portion of the lower ball joint. The upper portion, I loosened the nut and smacked it out. I did have the castle nut on it still when I did that, okay? But even so, it would have came out. You're not going to use this over again anyway. Alright, so I'm putting in the new one. Once you put it up into here and bolt it into place right there, excuse me. Anyway, once the bottom comes up in through here and you bolt this into place right here, it can't go anywhere. You know, the book said to remove all this stuff and take that to somebody with a press and have them press it out and press the other one back in. Not really necessary. Yes, I will tap the new one in. You know, I'll clean this area here, tap my new one here in, put that up into there, put the castle nut back on, tighten it correctly, which basically you make as tight as you can, and then you back it off to the slot in your castle nut and tighten it, or put the pin in. You know, as tight as you can, and then back it off to where it lines up, and that's about it, and you're done. I did take off the tie rod to do that, and the brake caliper. So I'm going to try just bleeding this portion. That does work sometimes. I admit it doesn't always work, but basically speaking, the rule is you only have to bleed it where you broke it. If it doesn't work, then I got to bleed all four. So that's how to get the ball joint out. I'll do another video on how to put the new one in, even though I just explained it, because saying it and proving it are two different things. And the book didn't prove they knew what they knew how to say. So that's the reason for the video, to give you some pointers to make your life easier. Because you know as well as I do, taking that coil spring off, you have to have a tool to put it in place, you know, keep it together, to get it loose, and that's dangerous. I do have the tool, but believe me, even with the tool, you know, to clamp the spring in place to where it can't get loose, it is a tremendous battle, taking it out and putting it in. Alright, so this is John Rudy with Rudy Racing, signing off.